Now, you're going to stop laughing in a minute when you see what the Greeks did with that in terms of the Greek understanding, because women are related to the moon. Because how long does it take a moon to go through a cycle? How long does it take a woman to go through her cycle? Women are emotional. Men are rational. Rational. Emotion. Rational's good. Emotional's bad. That's up here good. That's bad. In fact, when she gets completely out of control, we name it after a part of her body. She is hysterical. And that's out of control. If you want to make her normal, give her a hysterectomy. That's why you can't have no women priests. That's why you can't have no women in the pulpit. God ain't called no woman. We be singing hers instead of hymns. And he would have written Shebrews and not Hebrews. That this whole notion of hierarchical thinking when it comes to, is that how I see God? Is that how I see God? Because if I see God as good, and what else is good? White and black is bad. The angels are good. The devils, the demons are bad because the angels have cake. Angel food cake is white. Devil food cake is black. And if God is male, and then the next thing under God, well, we got a junior God. We call him Muhammad, or we call him Jesus. And come on down, the next thing will be a white male in terms of what's superior, because this starts talking about superior, inferior, and from superior, inferior is a half step to white supremacy. Yellow, black, and red are our servants. I was sharing with our seminarians and ministers that this whole notion of up and down, up being good, down being bad, is so pervasive that we use it and don't even think about it all the time. When you say the computer is working when you boot it, the computer is not good when it is. I'm trying to see how's the youngest person in here. Their mama gonna have to explain it to them. A phallus is only good when it is. They're making millions off Viagra right now. A phallus is worthless when it is. How do I see God? Do I see God as a God who orders the world like this? Because how I see God, and this is what's so important in terms of theological dissonance, determines how I see humans. My theology determines my anthropology, which is how I see myself and others. I see whites as superior to blacks, yellow, red. I see God as saying, go take over their land, kill them all. Don't leave nothing standing, they can piss against the wall. God authorizes killing. In fact, God told me to launch a preemptive strike on this country and kill everybody. Ain't no weapons of mass destruction, but God told me to do that because these people don't count. God said that blacks don't have souls, that we can enslave them. That's how I see others, as inferior. And how I see others, my anthropology, determines my sociology, how I order my society. And how I order my society means I see God who lets me wear a white robe at night killing niggas and a black robe in the daytime preaching the gospel. And I don't see nothing wrong with that. In fact, the Ku Klux Klan burns it's a Christian organization. The Dutch Afrikaner Church underwrote the whole theology of apartheid because Africans, the Kafirs, are inferior. Blacks are inferior. Slavery defended. You ought to pick up, this is not a part of this major study, but for your spare time, Pick up a little book called Slavery Defended. You will love it. It was written by white clergy persons in the 1800s defending slavery, how God ordained slavery. One of the chapters, that is one of my favorite chapters in the book, is written by a pastor who graduated from Yale. I tease Pastor Moss about this all the time and all my Yale friends. One of the pastors from Yale in defending slavery in the 1800s wrote, "We know that snakes do not talk. So when the Bible says that the snake tempted Eve in the garden, we all know that that was the Negro gardener. And the Negro gardener tempted her. We're in the position we're in today right now because of the Negro gardener. That's why God has cursed the Negro. Real intelligent people. How I see God determines how I see others. How I see others determines how I order society. Now, you say, how short a step is it from go down and kill everything that can piss against the wall to take over an airliner and fly it into the World Trade Center? To the Christian Crusades, kill everybody who doesn't believe what we believe. To the Muslim jihad, kill everybody who doesn't believe what we believe. Because I then have a God who allows me to demonize other people. And when I demonize other people, I am dehumanizing them. I have taken them out of the human race and made them demons. I have satanized, made them Satan. And the only way, there is no redemption for Satan, there is no redemption for demons, is to kill them. That's theological dissonance, because your God and our God ain't the same God. I always try to help bring it home in terms of understanding. If you want a clear understanding of theological dissonance, please remember that the God of the people who rode on the decks of the slave ship is not the God of the people who ride underneath the decks. It's theological dissonance. And ethnocentric ignorance has to do with the fact that you're ignorant. First of all, being ethnocentric, there's nothing wrong with being ethnocentric, because all you're saying is that your world is seen from one center. But it becomes dangerous and ignorant when you say there are no other centers, and when you negate other people's centers and you're ignorant of their centers. That feeds into how many, classic example, you're ignorant of their other centers. You're ignorant of their other centers. Ignorant meaning you don't know. It doesn't mean a pejorative term. Prior to 9/11/01, how many people in this sanctuary knew, not you because you're half Muslim anyway, Donna, knew the difference between a Sunni and a Shiite Muslim? Most of them didn't even know what they were talking about on television. They're talking about the Sunnis and the Shiite. What that? What that is?